Photography means a lot to me. It rather amazes me more because it sizes the world and divides it to small pieces and pictures.
صور هالكادر بقدر
Where I can save them in my bag, in my lockers, on the shelf, in my desk, or in the ground. A picture to me is like any place, a small piece of the world.
العالم جزء مقتطع من العالم غزة هي
Gaza to me is the place I know, the place where I grew up, where I loved and hated others, the place of my friends and beloved ones.
بابي
I don't know other places because I have never went outside Gaza.
ولا مرة كثير
It bothers me to know that the USA looks for other lives on Mars and Venus, while I think of how to get out of Gaza.
مرحبا صباح الخير كيفك؟ شكلك الفرلات زكيين اليوم سندويشة
كان المكان صغيراً لا
The
يشجع
place was very narrow and does not encourage people to sit. I don't deny its warmth, but what pushed me to sit is the admiration of this man standing daily without getting tired. His table was always lonely. I wanted to tell him, for once, that his table is not lonely.
ليست وحيدة.
Hi, good morning, Uncle Sohail.
Welcome, darling.
How long have you been here?
Close to 18 years.
إلى ما يقارب يمكن 18 سنة.
I see you every day so early.
Yes, I come very early.
How early?
I pray Fajr, and then I come to my restaurant.
Has this place been here for a very long time?
Yes, this restaurant is very old.
How old?
It was built way before I came to it 18 years ago, since the occupation.
18 سنة يعني من أيام ما كان الاحتلال الثاني السرايا.
So this prison across the street has a story with you.
Yes, many stories.
Tell me about them.
In front of where we stand, there was a martial court. When prisoners were driven by here, they would drop letters for their family members, where they would be waiting here for them. Everyone who drops a letter, the family either takes it or I would take it and give it to the family, because the families were not allowed to talk with the prisoners while they are in a bus going to court.
This falafel business, the fryer,
Yes.
the work, is it all worth it for you?
Right now, it is just a living for us. Nothing more. We don't save money. All we do is work and eat. That's it.
اشتغل وكول فقط.
احكي لي يعني لما بتقلب المقلب شو بتحس؟ شو بتفكر؟ شو بتتذكر؟
حكاية قصيرة.
أنا تغريد
My name is Taghreed Atallah. I studied Arabic at Aya Community College. I graduated 2 years ago. I started working in the media field. I like walking in the streets as people getting started to begin their day, because I feel that the streets are the ones who capture ideas, the articles, the pictures, and reports.
التقرير
Photography started with me out of my passion and love of wanting to keep the moments and events.
اللحظة اللي
Events that pass by never come back again, especially the wonderful ones, which when someone reminds us with it, we start feeling better. We become more positive.
أكثر خصوصا إذا حد فرحنا أو ذكرنا شغلة حلوة إحنا عشناها بحياتنا.
That is why I decided to keep these moments. It starts with me writing it in my diary.
فبديت أكتب يومياتي.
Then I decided to keep moments by saving receipts or bills I paid.
طريقة إنه أحتفظ بفواتير.
Restaurant bills, water bills I have paid, phone bills. For example, if it was a restaurant bill, I would write on it with who I went, what I ate there, and even how much I paid. Then I would keep it. And finally, I came to take pictures of these
تصوير
moments.
فوتوغرافي. وقت ما كان عندي كاميرا
Before I had a camera,
كثير أتضايق أو أتحسر.
I used to feel very bad
جد لما أوقف قدام
when I stood in front of a picture, a scene, or in a street.
لأنه تحول بفترة من فترات
The street would become a picture.
صورة. لقطة معينة تتحول
A situation would become a picture.
فكنت أوقف قدامه
At that time, I thought of standing long enough,
أطلع فيه على قصة إنه أنا
hoping I would capture the moments in my heart.
لحظة جواتي. ولا أنت على الكاميرا.
Later, I got a camera from my sister, and it was a very nice gift. I was able to visualize moments with this camera.
دايماً قاعد هالقعدة يا
Do you always sit like this, Abu Asad?
I sit and stand.
But I see you swing on your chair, and sometimes I see you swing your legs alone.
This is my way of swinging.
Do you enjoy sitting like this?
Oh, yes.
Are you not afraid of falling?
No, God protects us always. I feel I will fall if I do this.
How?
Like this.
Go back again?
If I start falling, I do this.
Are you used to sit like this? Doesn't the sound of cars bother you? Do you stay on sleeping?
I open my eyes and close them again.
Do you know all the people living around you?
You mean this street?
Yes, do they all buy from you?
Well, I used to, but now there's a market every 10 meters. I used to know every neighbor from here till Al Yarmouk Mosque. They were all my customers.
Do you like your market?
I really don't like it. I can't wait till I go home. I sit and I fall asleep.
Do you fall asleep sitting like this every day? Do people see you sleeping like this?
I sit and I fall asleep, but when I hear some noise, I immediately wake up.
Do you wake up right away?
Oh, yes, right away. I'm sitting here, but my eyes are closed.
How do you manage to stay asleep in the sun?
I don't really sleep. I just relax.
Just for relaxation?
Yeah, just for relaxation.
Did you see me taking pictures of you?
شفتني؟
Yes.
كنت نايم كيف شفتني؟
How you were asleep?
واكتشفت أخيراً
I finally discovered the secret behind Abu Asad Golden Nap. I thought that when he sits on his old swinging wooden chair, leaning on the wall, that he is completely asleep, not knowing what goes around him. But he surprised me with a naughty boyish smile, telling me, pedestrians like you think I am asleep, but my Fawzi, I are tired of the light of the sun. So I close them. But I hear and see everything around me. How beautiful this sleeping soul in his crumpled eyes.
مرحبا بالعافية.
Hi, how are you?
بداية التصوير
Starting photography was a bit scary and embarrassing, of course, because it is the beginning of holding a camera in the streets. I used to be shy getting my camera out of my bag. I was embarrassed to be seen taking photos, asking people to take pictures of them, or even taking pictures of someone without he knows. Because the people could ask me why I would take a picture of them. This is how it started.
خلص صورناك على فكرة.
But now I'm used to it and I take pictures of whatever I want. Hi, may I photograph you?
شو ما كان بدي أصور. ممكن صورك؟ كيف التفاح؟
Tell me about these apples.
They are good apples from our land.
كيف البيع عندك؟
How about yourselves?
Well, so.
كمان من اللي بيجذبني
What I like to photograph is the face of an old man or woman. I feel like I look at human box, full of wrinkles. Each wrinkle is a story by itself. So when I photograph these faces, I feel like I discover something hidden. I challenge myself by looking at these faces for a while, wondering about the untold story behind each face.
يمكن تكون قصته هذا الوجه. أبو فاروق
Abu Farouk,
اليوم عرسك ما
did you not take photograph at your wedding?
بعتبر إنه
I consider each photo I take as an interpretation of the way I see and think of things, a way of discovering what goes behind these pictures. People keep asking me why I keep taking pictures of elders.
الصورة كتير بتسألوا ليش تغريد
It is because I feel empathetic toward them.
بقولهم وقتها إنه أنا
I feel that despite how long they lived, inside of me, I don't want them to leave.
الحياة إنه مش حابة إنه كمان يتركوها. مرحبا.
Hi,
يعطيك العافية.
how are you? Welcome. Praise the Lord Allah. They told me that you know about Ikhsas. I don't know about Ikhsas. I talk too much. Get away from me.
طيب ماشي يلا يعطيك العافية.
Okay, have a good day.
مرحبا.
هلا الحمد لله.
Hi, how are you? Praise the Lord of Allah, I'm well. I'm sure you know of Ikhsas very well. Yes, I know about my beautiful town. Are you from Ikhsas? Yes, I was born there. Okay, tell me, what is the Ikhsas? People built little tents made of tri-sticks. Did you see these little tents? People made tents for refugees. Each has his own tent.
كيف خطبت
How
بالإخصاص؟
did you get engaged in Ikhsas? I have an uncle who has sons. His wife told him, Abu Umar, I want to ask of you something. He answered, go ahead. I would like to marry Zuhdiyya to Muhammad and Raya to Hussein. Ah, your name is Raya? Yes, my name is Raya Al-Widyan, the one who can reach everything with her hands. How much was your dowry? It was 100 pounds. We stayed engaged for 3 years. 3 years in Ikhsas. No, 2 years in Ikhsas and the 3rd in Gaza. What did you wear in your wedding? Red dress. I wish it was like this one. Tell me about Ikhsas wedding. Ikhsas wedding? Yes. When a bride is getting ready for her wedding, one woman would control the event by ordering others to do small things, such as bringing the dress, towels, put these things here, and so on. What did they sing at your wedding? They sang, we girls are asking for comfort. We girls are asking for comfort. Lay down the carpet and build a throne for a prince to sit on.
وابنينا دارك مصطبة يقعد عليها كل أمير مرتبة يقعد عليها كل أمير مرتبة.
نفسك تعمل عرس؟
If you go back, how would you make your wedding? I was not happy with my wedding. What I wanted didn't happen. I wanted to get a musical band from Jaffa and make parties for 3 days, slaughtering sheep and feeding people. If you were to go back to Ikhsas, what would you do?
خلوني هالكيف
I swear if Israel let me, I would leave right now with my cane. She spent her 80s laughing till the old memories and great places leaned her head back,
أصداء تلك الأمكنة والأسماء
ringing in her ears like children's wishes.
مثل أمنيات الأطفال.
حبيبتي ورفيق تبيني تسليني لغبتاي يا كل طير في السماء فلا حق.
وأجمل لحظات
Imagining colorful images in her head as her eyes are surrounded with wrinkled map, asking her about.
كيف كان حفل
How her wedding was.
فتتنهد وتخرج
She
منها
sighs, saying that she didn't have a wedding in her village Ikhsas, suburbs of Majdal, which she loves.
لم تتزوج في قريتها التي تحبها لإخصاص قضاء المجدل في عينيها عرفت
I knew then that happiness never entered her heart.
منذ ذاك الوقت لم تدخل قلبها وأنا الأيام
And days are passing so fast, opposite of what she wished for.
دون ما تتمناه. الصورة
A photograph alone can reflect the story. And as they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. But if I am able to write about this picture, of course I would have much more impact upon the
أكيد
viewer.
بنقدر نأثر بالمتلقي.
That is why there is a picture next to a lot of newspaper articles. I must take a photo of a specific thing based on the subject, not based on what I see available of my mood.
يعني مش مزاجي أو الصدفة أو
It is true that I enjoy taking this specific photos, but the level of joy reach its climax point when I take it coincidentally.
ما بستمتع بالصورة اللي بلقطها بصدفة معينة. الصور
I
بالغالب
usually post my pictures on Facebook. Some of them would be for news articles. I am newspaper writer, not a photographer. I am yet to be professional photographer. All I could own is a camera, and I took this camera to take pictures.
غزة بالنسبة إلي
To me, Gaza is the world. All I saw when I opened my eyes to this word is Gaza. To me, Gaza is a surreal word. Everything exists in Gaza. In contradictory, you may walk in one street and see party and funeral. You may see a sky full of roses and mixed bright balloons, and a gray sky full of sadness.
بالونات سما تانية تكون رمادية
This
وحزينة.
could create nervousness and tension. Nothing is calm in the middle of these reactions of sadness, laughers, and tears. I kept taking their pictures.
كان الموجود فيها قلقان ومتوتر.
صباح عائدة.
Good morning, Aida. You are welcome. Come in. Hi, good morning, Aida. Hi, how are you, Mr. Ibrahim?
Hi. Great, how are you?
Whose picture is this?
It is Ibrahim's. And this is Munira, I think. It is Nabil.
I see a group picture there.
Yes, this was taken by chance. At one of our grandchildren's weddings. We were lucky to be in it.
So you went to Qatar for the wedding.
Yes, we went to Qatar, and this picture was the only picture which gathered us in it.
This is the first time in 30 years where we gather in one picture.
Thank God.
However, mom is missing because she is dead, and my married sister is missing as well. What is that divide between you to come to a point to wish for a picture to gather you?
You see, life was not settled. I traveled to Saudi Arabia for 8 years. My kids were young. Their mother raised them in my absence. When they grew up, I did not feel like I had spent enough time with them. They got busy with their education. Ibrahim, may Allah be pleased with him, traveled to Ireland, married in Ireland, had kids in Ireland. I have 23 grandchildren right now, and I wish to see one of them.
أنا نفسي أشوف عميد واحد منهم. الحمد لله على الحال وعلى كل
I
حال.
hang these pictures of my children to comfort myself.
صور لأولاد نتونس فيهم على كل حال.
Ibrahim right now tries to come. But he does not have a Palestinian ID.
You told me that Ibrahim has sent a letter.
Yes, he did send a letter to the ambassador of the Embassy of Egypt in Dublin, saying, I'm a Palestinian and was born in Majdan. I wish to go visit my father in Gaza, who is 90 years old. I don't have a Palestinian ID.
يسند
Abu
أبو
Ibrahim tilts his grey head against the decorated wall of his children and grandchildren's pictures, repeating as he shakes and out loud the words of his son's letter to the Egyptian ambassador in Ireland
إلى السفير المصري
to
في
let
إيرلند.
his son visit occupied Gaza. He says,
He wants to visit, but he's awaiting the result, the issue of the checkpoint.
He sent letters to the Egyptian ambassador.
سعادة سيدي السفير،
Dear respected ambassador, my name is Ibrahim Mahmoud Abu Dib, born in Majdal in 1946, and I reside in Ireland and hold the Irish citizenship. I don't own a Palestinian ID. I wish to visit Gaza to see my elder father.
لزيارة والدي المسن.
Please
أرجو
make the
القيام
necessary
بالإجراءات
procedures
الضرورية
to make
بعمل
this
اللازم.
possible.
شكراً.
Thank you.
الصورة بتحاول إنه تختزل الحكاية ببعض العناصر الموجودة فيها.
Some of the elements in the photograph can say something about the story behind it, but not the entire story, not the feelings of people, not their reactions. We try to translate feelings of people through pictures, newspaper articles, and literature writings. But human feelings are much bigger than trying to picture or draw them.
حدا يقدر إنه يسيطر عليها، إنه يرسمها كما هي.
عادة بعد يوم
Usually after a long day, I like to finish it with a nice walk home or to a close friend's house. I thought of seeing my friend Abu Lu'ay, who's in his 70s.
صديقي السبعيني أبو لؤي.
مرحبا،
Hi,
شو بتلعب شطرنج؟
you are playing chess?
وجئته فعلاً.
When I arrived, I found him playing chess with his friend, far away deep in his own thoughts. I dropped a hello for him. He answered me back without looking at me and went back to pay attention to the chess pieces, which he is losing one by his friend.
مندمجين للغاية. حتى أنهما لم
They
ينتبها.
both were so into their game to a point where they didn't notice me taking their pictures and admiring them, listening to their jokes, scattered through their conversation on the chess table.
طاولة الشطرنج.
Are you singing?
بتغنوا قاعدين؟
أدهشتني هذه اللحظة.
I was amazed by this moment, which was full of life. Will you play another game?
Yes, we'll play another game. Go ahead, Abu Lu'ay.
I asked Musa's permission. Musa is his son, right?
Yes, from Isa. His name is Isa Musa Salim, father of Musa.
He's the father. I asked permission from Musa, which is his son,
From Isa.
the one with the mustache.
Yes, the one with the mustache is Isa.
His father is Musa.
His father is my friend and companion in war and in jail in a lot of old Israeli battles.
المعارك القديمة في عهد المصريين والإسرائيليين.
وقتاش تعلموني
When
شطرنج؟
will you teach me chess?
والله أنا تعلمت في السجن. أنا تعلمت في السجن، يعني أنا كان في شاب مصري عندي اسمه رشدي خوبزادة، هو اللي علمني هذه اللعبة.
أخذت
Did it
وقت؟
take time?
تاخذ وقت يعني مش كثير.
How much time do you think I need to learn?
حسب ذكائي.
There are so many other places in Gaza I feel like I should photograph. To transfer the real situation in Gaza, that it's not just war, death, and destruction. Had anyone ever thought about these people living in Gaza and how they want to live in peace? I myself too would like that. I would like to live in a safe place, just like other human beings in the world who love to sleep comfortably. I wish one day the dreams of youth in Gaza will come through. My dream is overcome the problem of traveling and be able to openly travel to the world. Our problem is in the checkpoints and crossings. The miracle is in how to get over these obstacles. Because of how much I like elders, I came up with the idea of taking photographs of them. And post all the photos in Abu Suhail's Falafel restaurant.